Hello, welcome to Cass County Today. I know you haven't seen Mark Keith in a while. It's been about a year since you've been
It
here.
probably has been a year.
Yeah, about this time last year.
Yeah, right before the Watermelon
Yes,
Festival.
because he comes. This is his third time, I believe, to get here. Anyways, you'll remember he's with the Hope Chamber of Commerce in Hope, Arkansas, and he is here today to talk about the Watermelon Festival that's coming up. Now, raise your hand out there if you've been to the Watermelon Festival.
Yeah.
And all of y'all, too. It's a wonderful place to go.
Well, we like to think so. It's
Well, it
3
is.
days of family
Yes.
fun, and that's very much what it's about. It's very oriented to families.
You know what my favorite part was?
What was your favorite part?
Watermelon.
Well,
I
that's what it's all
did.
about. People ask me about it. They ask me, and I keep telling them, it's all built around watermelon.
It is.
And we have watermelon events. We have watermelon by the slice. We have watermelon vendors that will sell you a whole watermelon to take home.
Oh, that's
and,
good.
And then we have some other things that are not watermelon, but it's really the celebration of Hope's most famous agricultural export and product.
And we like it. It's fun. It's down home. It's community oriented. Like you said, it's family friendly. It's just a good time. Okay, so when's it coming up?
Well, it's August 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay, that's coming real fast.
That's right. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And we start at noon on the 9th. And then we go all day, 9 to whenever on the 10th, and 8 till whenever on the 11th. And on those 3 days, there are going to be so many things going on.
Give us some
many
ideas.
things.
Come on.
Well, we'll get opened up on Thursday. We get opened up at noon, and the concession stands will be open, and that's when the arts and crafts stands start opening up. And I call that opening day, and that gives us a chance to get all ready for the next 2 days.
Yes.
And then so you can come over, and if you don't like crowds, it's a lot of fun to come over because that's more sparse. A lot of the local people come on Thursday at lunch to come out and
Good
see
idea.
and get something that they like to eat.
And the crafts. I love looking at the crafts.
Right,
Yeah,
and
good
we'll
stuff.
be opening up at noon. And then that evening, we have at 6 o'clock inside the Coliseum, we have the preliminary Watermelon Idol Talent Contest. If you would like to enter that, go to www.uacch.edu. uacch.edu.
Okay,
that's
got
our
that.
local college, the University of Arkansas Community College at Hope, and they put it on. The preliminaries are at 6 o'clock Thursday in the Coliseum, and it's air conditioned.
Okay.
Also, a highlight of Thursday from 4:30 to 7. Our biggest industry in Hope is Tyson, and
Yes.
Tyson provides leg quarter chicken for the Kiwanis Club, and they put on a chicken barbecue.
All right. I bet
Tickets
that's
are
good.
$8 at the door if you want to come over. It's a great meal, 4:30 to 7. It's in the community center, and that's off Jones Street on the south end of the park. If you could just make it, there are signs all over town for the Watermelon Festival. So if you can just get
to
off
Hope.
the interstate, if you can just get to Hope, you will find a sign
Yes.
that will get you there. And then Thursday night in front of the Coliseum on the Anytime Fitness stage, we have a real favorite with folks, and that is Ace Cannon. I don't know if
Yes,
you
I've heard
know
of
who
him.
Ace is. Ace, a very celebrated saxophone player, forever known for his big hit "Tough." And I used to play in a band.
Did you?
And if you played "Tough" and nobody danced, you might as well go home because
Call it a night.
that was a big thing. And so Ace is going to be there. We'll have
That'd be
several
fun.
local talent folks on before Ace. And then out on the outdoor stage, the Bancorp South stage, we will have the dog show, and I think that's at 7 or 7:30. And then
Okay.
after that, our local veterinarian, Dr. Stoddard, who cares for my 2 head of dog, 1 head of cat, he puts that on. And then after that, Terry Perkins, the young lady that did the design you were
She
talking about,
did a great job.
Terry will be doing karaoke. I think she's doing it for possibly for the I think she's doing it for somebody, a good cause. It
Okay.
escapes me who.
But
I think
she's
I know.
doing it.
I think it's the Humane Society. But she's doing it. She's very talented. She can sing karaoke. She can design this. She does a lot of
This
different
was
things.
cute as all
So
get out.
that's our opening day on Thursday. And then on Friday we open at 9 a.m. The arts and crafts. A lot of folks. Again, you get a lot of local folks.
Yeah.
Those first 2 days in the mornings, a lot of time. Some of the retirement homes, nursing homes will come out and bring their residents.
idea,
Come out and while there's still some cool in the morning, get lunch. Have an outing right there. Throughout the day, the arts and crafts. The concession stands, and then 4:30 to 7, another civic club has a big meal. It's the Lions Club Fish Fry. Hope Lions Club
good.
has been doing that for about 35 years, and the tickets for that are $12 for adults, $6 for children.
Very reasonable.
And they have fish, and they have some Tyson chicken strips as well. And all the fixings, the Hope Lions Club serves it. That is a big, big deal. At 5:30, we have a concert on the Bancorp South stage by Alan Frizzell. Alan Frizzell, you're too young to know who
No,
Lefty
I've
Frizzell
heard the
was.
name. Yes.
Lefty Frizzell is one of the most influential country singers of all
I have
time.
heard
He died
that.
in the mid-70s, very
Yeah.
young. Younger than I am now, which I just think is so
Oh, it's
wild,
young.
you know.
Yeah.
By the time I figured out who he was, he passed on us. But his brother Alan sings a lot of Christian music now, and but he also sings a couple of Lefty's big hits in his program. So he's going to do a stage show 5:30 to about 6:30, and then at 7:00 we have our annual gospel singing. And the
Posters
Dove
for
Brothers
that.
Quartet and our good friends at Herndon Farr Funeral Home are a presenting sponsor of that this year. And the Dove Brothers Quartet will be our special guest for that. And then after that finishes, we have a local group, the Nighthawk Band. They play a lot in the Four States region, and they will be performing on stage after the Dove Brothers with country music. And so I guess those are our big Friday events. Oh, one more thing. We have a beauty pageant, or a little kids pageant, Little Mister and Little Miss Watermelon. And by the time this gets on, the time will be passed to sign your child up for it. However, you can still come and enjoy all
Yes,
these
and
cute
look
kids.
at them. Yeah, they'll be darling little things. So Saturday.
Saturday's the big event.
the
We
big
open
day.
about. I'm gonna have to check. I'll have to check on.
Look, if you want to drop by
Things
too,
right here.
pick up one of these. You're welcome to do that here at the.
You want me to leave you a few of these today?
Sure.
I brought a few
Just a
in
couple,
for you.
yeah.
Okay. We there is a Bass Classic that the Tri-Lakes Bass Club, or I say Tri-Lakes, Tri-County Bass Club does in Millwood State Park,
Okay.
and I know they benefit Arkansas Children's Hospital. I don't know if you know about that over here, but that is quite a world-class facility. It's in Little Rock, Arkansas, and has, just does miracles with children. It is also where the Bad Burns in Arkansas go to. So they've been doing that bass
Can I
club
just
for about
pause right
15
there and throw
years.
in my own 2 cents?
Yes.
My number 3 grandson had to be airlifted there when he was born. Amazing hospital. If
Well-
you don't do anything but support that hospital, it's worth it.
Well, very good. And I'm not going to go into all the details.
Big
Rockwell
stuff,
Marine and Townsend Outdoors help us, but you can call Scott
Yes.
Hatfield at 870-397-1474, 870-397-1474.
You sound like a radio man.
Well,
He
very
is.
small town
He
radio
is.
man, yeah.
There's that if you want to come by and check that out.
Now, that gets underway at 6 o'clock, and that'll be out on Lake Millwood. Now, in the park, the first official event on Saturday is the Watermelon 5K Run Walk.
Oh.
And this is a Grand Prix Series, RRCA 2012 Grand Prix Series event. And what that means is that particular organization has various races that
Yes.
take part in this Grand Prix, and we're one of them. We're very glad of that. We'll probably have, I would say, several hundred folks in that. And if you want to know more about it, call Don Steele at 870-777-1917, or you can email Steele, the number 1, at sbcglobal.net. And if you want an application, I believe we have applications on our website.
Okay.
We've got a link at hopemelonfest.com.
There you go.
We have the Watermelon Festival Car Show. Our local Civitan Club puts that on 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. $20 entry fee, registration 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Again, the applications are on our website at
All
hopemelonfest.com.
We need to come check that out.
The Arts and Crafts open at 8 a.m. There's a youth fishing derby from 9 to 11 on Lake Huckabee. That's named after Hope native Mike Huckabee. And kids can come over, don't need a license. Adults can't fish, but the kids can.
Okay.
And the adults can help them. And that's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. absolutely free. And yes, those folks washing on Cass County today, you could bring your kids over for that.
Bring
that
them
would
over.
Be great. There is a Mellow Mile Fun Run for kids at 9 a.m. My dentist, Dr. Trevor Coffey, I always like to mention him. I like to stay on his good side.
Is he a good supporter of you?
He is a great supporter, but
Thank
he
you,
was
Doc.
a former Bobcat football player, standout, and I've always been afraid to fool with him too much. With,
Well, yeah, he
with
sounds
Mike
big.
Keith. And he does a good job, and I always call him the painless dentist, but he's sponsoring that. He and his
For you.
his wife especially. We saw her out jogging the other day and visited with her, so as she probably thinks, why don't I go jog? We also have our motorcycle show that is done by the Swamp Riders. That is a group that has chapters in Hope, Camden, and Prescott. And that is a group
Swamp
of motor.
Riders.
Yeah, and they sound tough, but they're really not.
They're
And
nice folks,
They're
yeah.
nice folks. If you want to know more about that, we should have some. We do have a form on our website for that.
Okay.
And it's a ride-in show, and registration's from 10 to noon, judging at noon. So if you come in between 10 and noon, they on a motorcycle and say, I'm going to the show, they let you in the gate free. There's a $3 parking fee otherwise. At 10 a.m., something folks might be interested in, and I know Cass County watermelons have a lot of cachet. Over in this part of the world, when you pass a certain way, people talk about Cass County. I think it's because probably sandy soil.
It's very
is that
sandy.
right?
Yes,
and
right.
That's good for watermelons. Well, of course, we in Hope are famous for we have wonderful table melons as well, but we're also famous for our big melons. And so the local growers, the folks within a 25-mile radius of Hope, will be entering their biggest melon, and we'll judge them and weigh them. And then our retired Sheriff, Don Worthy, will auction them off. And usually Congressman Mike Ross, who is a Hope boy and lives in Prescott now, really puts quite an effort to being the winning the having the
He
top
likes
bid.
that.
Yeah, and there's a local guy that has a couple of hotels. The Holiday Inn Express is building a Hampton Inn. Gary Chambliss, he will always challenge him. And then there's a gentleman from Monticello, Arkansas, that comes over, and I cannot think of his name. I can see his face, Mr. Welton Green. That's it, from Monticello, Arkansas, Drew County, and he buys one for his Sunday school to eat on. And generally, after all the smoke clears, all these guys are all sitting around talking, slapping each other on the back, helping each other load their watermelons. And I think Chris Belt from Super One will probably take part. So it's a lot of fun if you'd like to see that. Yeah. At 11:30. You get to see everybody who is a who's who in Arkansas politics, generally. The politically correct watermelon eating contest. We understand for the first time, and I don't know how long, the governor is not going to be there. He is out of the country, I think. So don't break in his house. It's got an alarm. But he will be out of the country, but we will have the state attorney general, Dustin McDaniel. Congressman Ross is going to be there. I've heard from Lieutenant Governor Mark Darr from Arkansas, and lots of county office holders. In fact, the sheriff in Hempstead County, James Singleton, is the reigning champion, and so he is the man to beat.
Okay, there.
So I think that will
throw the gauntlet down.
Yeah, I think they will throw the gauntlet down, so to speak. So that's going to be a big event. At noon, it's the general watermelon eating contest. That's free, and the age divisions go from very small children up to adults. They have 3 different age groups, and we have everybody, we get winner in each age group, and then we have an eat-off. And just because a small child is a winner in, say, the infant to 9, I have watched the winner of that whip adults, big adults, like a yard dog. There's a local guy, his first name is Larry, and Larry was stunned when Samantha Bear from Bodcar, Arkansas, whooped her, and she's a feisty young lady. She was in. I think she was in the money last year. She hasn't won in a couple of years, but she gets really, really into it. So
she'll be back.
And you get a free piece of watermelon. So if
it's
you
fun.
You can do that. Seed spinning at 1 p.m. on the First Bank stage, and again, people ask me what the trick is, and that is, let's see if I can do that. You have to curl your tongue around. I don't have a seed. I can't do it around the seed, and it makes a little launching pad. So you go, and you don't want to get it on your lips. It's like shooting a gun, and it's like almost like a slingshot, and you've got the ramp that your tongue is made out of for the U.
Oh my gosh.
And then you make sure you get the. And some people can do it 40,
That's
50
practicing.
feet. I can't do that.
That's
full
a
of hot
talent.
air, but I can't do it that far. That's at 1 p.m. At 2 p.m. we have an arm wrestling
contest.
That too, and our good buddy James Smith does that. If you'd like to find out, 870-703-7673. And then after that, the big thing that happens is I guess you'd say the climax of it all, and that is, do you know this young man?
I've heard of him, yes.
Easton Corbin.
Never seen him in person, but...
Easton, well, I haven't either. That makes 2 of us, but I have a feeling I will.
Yeah.
I have a ticket, and so I encourage folks to come over and see Easton Corbin.
Yeah.
The gates open at 7, I believe. Does it say that
gates
on that?
open at 7.
And then I think about 7:30, you have the...
It's 7...
I said, well, okay, maybe that's...
It's at 8, we have Logan Mize.
Logan Mize, okay.
And then we have the Watermelon Idol winners who's going to perform at 8:25.
Yes.
And just for 5 minutes. You only get 5 minutes of that,
Well, the Watermelon Idol winner will finish that up in the morning on Saturday, and the person that wins that gets to go. And I know I would, if I had won, I would be so excited to get to open for a big star.
Easton Corbin. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a big deal.
So anyway, that is.
Oh, and if you're interested, tickets are $12 advance and $20 the day of the event. So you might want to get them in advance.
Yes, and you can order them at hopemelonfest.com. If you'll go there, there's a link to get there. There are numerous places. The closest place to most of you watching is over in Texarkana, and I don't even know what it is, but I do know if you'll go to hopemelonfest.com, you can find that, or you can just order online with your credit card, or if you want to wait the day of. The general admission is $20, $6 for children. That stays the same. If you want a reserve seat, order that online at hopemelonfest.com, and those are $40. And if you do buy general admission, you will need to bring your lawn chair.
Okay.
And that is the big event at the Watermelon Fest, was that Easton Corbin concert. And so, other than that, that's what I know.
We picked your brain good.
We did. I do want to mention this, that we have ice cold Hope watermelon by the slice. Available for $1 and $1.50, $1 for an 8, $1.50 for a quarter. So that's a better deal. But
cheap.
Not everybody can eat that much watermelon because it's pretty filling.
Yeah.
But ice cold Hope watermelon will have 2.5 tons of those things on ice.
Jeez.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad I don't have to load them.
Me too.
I have helped a couple of times, and when I was young, I was good for about 50. And now somebody we went up to the Clinton Library and did that, and for a TV crew. We loaded some, and we did 15, and I said 2 more, and I'm going to fall over. That was a couple of years ago. So ice cold Hope watermelon by the slice, 5 to 9 p.m. Thursday the 9th, Friday 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and then Saturday the 11th 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. So come on out and enjoy Slice of Good Life. Lots of events for the kids. We have an antique engine show, the Rusty Wheels Antique Engine Club. I think the Rusty Relics. What they call the Tractor Club. They have a show down there, and it will just be a lot of different fun things. A lot of things. There's a $3 parking fee, and that takes care of the Rotary Club, the Boy Scouts, and the Chamber of Commerce. And the reason we had to do that was we needed to had to get groups to organize the parking, and to do that we had to have a little revenue stream.
Well, this is a huge thing. There's a lot of folks coming in here now.
It's thousands and thousands of people, 30 to 40,000 over the course. Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Oh, it is amazing. Yes, ma'am.
But it is your 36th annual, ma'am.
Yes.
This is not your first rodeo.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was at the first one. I was
you?
14 years old. Yes. We went to see the Louisiana Hayride.
Yeah, you just told off on yourself.
You do the math.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore. It's too far. Too
many
far
fingers,
up there.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome, though. And I'm going to tell you what impresses me about it is you didn't see on his brochure here all these sponsors that support you, that get behind the Chamber of Commerce and the Lions Club. And it's a community thing that is so amazing to me.
Well, it very much is a community thing, and I guess all of the civic clubs have something. Lions Club has their fish fry. The Kiwanis has their chicken dinner. The Rotary helps in parking. The Civitan does the antique car show. The Lions Club helps the Lions Club serve at their event. There's a group called Beta Sigma Phi that puts on our Beautiful Baby contest, our Little Miss and Little Mr. Watermelon pageants, and then they have an ice cream stand inside the Coliseum. And so, yes, I really can't think of a group. I'm sure there is, but all the civic clubs, they have one or the other has something to do with it. Yeah. And so we're really proud of what we have and the community participation we have. It takes a lot of money to put that on. I promise you. What we have, for instance, I'll give you an example. We pay the Assembly of God Church to take care of litter for us. They do a wonderful job. We have to pay our security. You can feel safe because that place is crawling with policemen. And
but it costs.
But yes, it is. So that's why we have the sponsorships. I'm very proud that we are able to only charge a parking fee for most of this event. You pay your money to eat. You pay your money to see Easton Corbin. There's some kids events, the climbing wall, and we've got a NASCAR simulator this year. You pay for that. But if you just want to come down and watch, I tell people this all the time. There's plenty of free entertainment.
There is.
You can just walk in down there and watch. It's fun to watch people from out of town, and see folks. And it was meant to be an inexpensive family event, and I think it still is.
I think it still is too. Yeah, it's a great time. It's a great
so.
time. Okay, so one more time, if you've got questions, go to the website, hopewatermelonfest.com. Festival?
Hope Melon Fest.
Hope Melon Fest.
HOPEMELONFEST.com. HopeMelonFest.com. Notice I have to close my eyes when I say that. That's what happens. That's what happens when you've lived through, let me see, 88 to 92. This will be my 25th Watermelon Festival, and this will be my 16th one at the Chamber of Commerce. So I don't move as fast as I used to, but I can still rattle it off.
Yeah, you still are moving, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks, Mark. Okay, so there you go. If you got any questions, go check out their website. If you want to, stop by here at the studio on Main Street, pick you up some flyers. We'll have some information left here for you if you need it. And we'll try to see you there. Next weekend, August the 9th through the 11th in Hope, Arkansas. You can't miss it. There'll be signs everywhere. It's going to be easy to find.
That's easy to find. If you come in on I-30, you take exit 31 or 30, but I'd take exit 30. That'd probably be the best way to come in this way. You get off, just follow the signs into town. You get there. Ask anybody where it is.
You can't miss it.
You can't
and
miss
you'll
it.
enjoy it. It's a great time. So get on out there and check it out. Okay, well, you're up to date again this week. So till next week, be safe and take care of yourself. And stay indoors. It's hot outside.
And eat more melon.
And eat more melon. Hope melon. Okay, so what can I tell